So many of us are using food delivery services right now. Somebody wrote into the Salty Waitress about tipping during this pandemic. Should we be tipping more if we're not actually dining in, or should we be tipping less? What do you think?
It's a really interesting question. I mean, I definitely think about tipping more. I haven't been to a physical store in months, and so I've been doing all these online orders. And whenever there's an option to tip, I definitely tip more than what is the traditional amount. But one of the places that I've been doing regular pickups from is the grocery store. I haven't gone inside. I do the delivery to the car. And the people who are doing that, I would love to tip them, but I am not going to go into my wallet and bring out cash, because to me that compromises both of our physical distancing space. So I feel like grocery stores really need to get on this sooner or later. What are you guys doing?
Yeah, well, I want to go to Rebecca. She tweeted us and she says, my old expenses were groceries, mortgage, and entertainment. New ones are medical supplies, delivery fees, and tips. It's very expensive, especially when doing multiple orders a week. The tips add up, but I couldn't sleep at night if I didn't. Rebecca, I completely agree with you. I'm not ordering from grocery stores. I'm generally going in, but I am ordering food from local restaurants. And if you use an app to do that, there's a fee structure. And now there are added ones. So for example, if you want to donate to the restaurant, you press a certain thing for that. Then there is a delivery fee. Then there is the tipping option. Dining in restaurants pre-pandemic, I generally tip 20%. I'm carrying that over. So by the time you add up, the delivery person fee, the restaurant donation, the other delivery fee, I agree with Rebecca. Things can add up, but you know what? This is the way it is, and I'm not going to do any less.
Yeah, Mars, like you, I have been also going to grocery stores, a combination of grocery store, like in person, and delivery to the house. And a lot of the apps where you order a grocery delivery from, they don't have a built-in tipping system. So they haven't put that through yet. And I'm also, I consider myself a generous tipper before the pandemic. And now I'm thinking about industries and service people in service industries that you wouldn't think of tipping before the pandemic, but you want to tip now. Like, for example, the pet food stores. Not something where you would consider tipping before the pandemic, but they're working really hard to take care of our pets and to make sure that we're well stocked to feed our pets and to have the treats and the food. Even like the vet, right? Like our vet has done such a great job letting us know how we can care for our pets even during the pandemic if something goes wrong. And there's no like, it's a weird thing to be like tipping the doctor of your dog, but I would like to. I wonder if we should start thinking about tipping in places where you didn't tip before.
That's so interesting, because I was like, why don't we find like a tip jar for the grocery store clerk? We think of essential workers and frontline workers as the doctors and the nurses and the firefighters and the police officers and all of the ones that quickly come to mind. But like, where is the tip jar for the long-term care worker? Where is the tip jar for the person, the janitor that's cleaning up grocery stores at the end of every night? Because we have now redefined what essential worker means. And when someone is essential, you would hope that their value is reflected in many ways, including in their pay. And if there isn't an option right now with either an employer or the government giving what they're calling pandemic pay, then really, what does that say about us? And this is where I think employers have to take a long, hard look. And it's like, if there's not a pandemic pay and maybe not everyone can afford that, then like, can I tip, like you said, Cyn, the person who's loading up my groceries in the back? Because the last time I had a chat with the girl who delivered my groceries and I said to her, are you okay? I just wanted to know, are you okay? And she's like, I'm not okay. Like, okay, like, oh my gosh, what do you do? You're a human who just heard another human say that. Like, can I give you something? And then it's like, I don't touch cash, or, or they don't accept tips. So I think it's something very serious for all of us to consider.